Now, I used to love Smosh. They were funny, they were great, they were entertaining. But now that they've become the #1 most subbed on YouTube, I think they've let the power get to their heads. They've scammed, manipulated and flat out lied to their audience in this new game campaign, but let's get into detail. This campaign was made to fund a video game called Food Battle. The game originally it was going to be an iOS and iPhone game, then they cleared up that it would be on the PC and maybe more consoles. Later they stated that a small percentage of the money that was raised would go to charity. Above all, they didn't even need the money from their fans to begin with, they just lied about it. They make over $2 million a year, heck they even made over 10 million last year from YouTube alone, not to mention the merchandise and stuff they sell, money from ads, and they're asking for $250K to make a video game. They've claimed that they went to some developers about it. They also claimed that the game they're making will be free to everyone, so if that is the case, how would the developers truly benefit from this? If the game they're selling is free and it costs $250K to make the game, the developers are working for nothing, unless Smosh pay them, which would be a damn lot considering how much video games can make. And since they said the game will be deep, 3D and an immersive world, that would take a long time and a lot of effort to make. The developers would hardly get as much as it's worth. They made the donation a flexible funding campaign, which means that even if they did not reach their goal, they'd still keep their money. That's flat out theft. They could have easily made it a fixed funding campaign, which means all the money is given back if they didn't reach their goal. And if they didn't reach their goal, wouldn't that mean they couldn't make the game, but they still could make it with all their even with no donations? So in conclusion, they just lied, took money they didn't need, manipulated their audience and now have money through evil means. Blind fans. Like I said about the manipulation, they've also turned their fans against those who put up a decent argument. They ignore logic and just assume that Smosh are in the right and that we are haters. They never truly think about it though. They just go along with it, never using their brain and just leaving themselves open to manipulation. They give themselves away very easily by calling out anyone who disagrees without any thought or consideration. Again, I loved Smosh, but thanks to some YouTubers, I have opened my eyes. All I ask is that more people try to understand this.